Sorting household waste at source with the Quatro Select system gives the residents the opportunity to segregate waste at home with the benefit of door-to-door collections. Trips to and from the waste recycling stations are no longer necessary, and neither is filling boxes and drawers with used cans and milk cartons. The system encourages a high degree of sorting that ultimately benefits the environment and society in general. The Quatro Select system comprises 2 containers, each divided into 4 compartments. 2 large compartments of 150 litres and 2 smaller ones of 30 or 45 litres. Decals indicate the type of waste to be placed in each compartment. In the city of Lund, an extensive pilot project has been conducted with the Quatro Select system with the aim of improving waste collection and increasing the recycling percentage within the municipality. Our aim was to increase recycling and make the sorting of waste easier. We wanted to make it more convenient for residents. And convenient it certainly is when the sorting can be carried out at the homeowner's doorstep, hygienic and simple for all the family. Now, after a year's experience, has it turned out as you intended? Yes, in fact, better than expected. People are extremely satisfied with this system. We have considerably less waste now, between 25 to 30% less household waste for further treatment, and much more material for recycling, which is considerably cleaner than that which comes from the municipal recycling stations. When you say that the consumers are satisfied, what exactly are they satisfied with? They find the collection from home and being able to sort the waste there is much more convenient, and it's no longer necessary to have lots of waste bins in the kitchen. You can now go directly to the container and dispose of natural waste there. When we carried out trials in more than 860 households, 99% were interested in continuing after having tried out the system. That was more than expected. In the municipality of Perstorp, the Quatro Select system has been in use for quite some time now for several reasons. Norab is a service company, and our aim is to give our customers the maximum amount of service possible. Collecting household waste directly from the customer's home, yours or mine, is our objective, because then we know that we will accomplish the best possible sorting and the best possible service. Using the car to and from the waste recycling stations costs both time and money. We believe that most people are satisfied with this system. What exactly does the system demand from the customer? A good place to store these 2 large containers, which hasn't proved a problem at all. 90% of our customers have found a good place to keep them. The containers are one part of the system, the vehicle is another. The vehicle needs to be able to maintain the 4 separate sections as well as offer the refuse collection workers a good working environment. The vehicle is extremely important in this system. The working environment is important. To begin with, we used a 4-compartment vehicle where the emptying was carried out from the sides. From a working environment point of view, we didn't consider this to be a satisfactory solution, and it therefore became important to find a vehicle where everything could be performed from the rear end. This is the vehicle we chose, and it has functioned very well indeed. The working environment is now much better. We can empty all the containers, and emptying doesn't take much longer. It's better for both the economy and the working environment, and an important improvement in the whole system. Due to the fact that the containers are emptied at the rear of the vehicle means that other traffic is not obstructed. For each emptying cycle, all the compartments are emptied in a short space of time. It takes about 15 to 20 seconds, and that's 4 compartments at the same time. In many ways, the Quatro Select system means improved working conditions for the refuse collection workers. Progress has been made getting away from those heavy sacks and all the lifting involved, and most importantly, not having to manually pick them up. Quite simply, the handling of waste has been made much simpler. The compartments are compressed to facilitate the maximum amount of waste. This is what the vehicle looks like inside. Each compartment is emptied separately. Ideas to further simplify emptying are being discussed at Lund's public cleansing department. Could you explain this diagram to me? What is the thinking here? The idea is that the vehicle should be put in one place and then emptied fractionally, a fraction at a time. We want to reduce the emptying time to between 5 and 7 minutes. We're going to transport many loads, 3 to 5 loads a day. This means quite a lot, both in time and economic terms. Regarding emptying, are there several aspects to be considered, and what is involved regarding flexibility? The new vehicle from Ntm, to be incorporated in this concept, will also be able to handle 660-litre containers. Even if containers don't have the 4 compartments, other types of containers should be able to be collected, so it'll be able to handle a number of other large containers too. What do you have to say about the economic aspects? To begin with, it'll be more expensive due to the initial investments being made in the new containers, new vehicles, on an entirely new system. But in time, we believe these costs will equal each other out. The amount of waste to be treated will be reduced, and waste handling is expensive today, and we'll get more and cleaner recyclable material, which we'll be able to sell. Several municipalities have positive experiences of the Quatro Select system. Concerning the trials we conducted in Helsingborg, we carried out an evaluation before and after, and then the customers were asked to fill in a questionnaire as to what they thought about the system. Concerning the degree of sorting, there was an increase of 99%. The reason for the large increase was because previously food waste was not sorted. Food waste comprises approximately 35 to 40%. The other reason was because there was now a place to put all the packages. We believe this to be an optimal solution, both in terms of the working environment and the environment in general. It's flexible and has been developed in partnership with PWS. Everyone believes the costs will be reduced if sorting is carried out, but the costs will increase, but not as much as they would have done otherwise. The environment is expensive. If we threw everything away in one container, the costs will be even higher. What can be said from a public economy and recycling perspective? This is one of the most important points in the introduction process. The reason why NORAB concentrated on this was because in the Environmental Act it states that we should be living in a sustainable society. We should recycle, reuse and endeavour to minimise the amounts of waste as much as possible. This was something which was considered extremely important when it was discussed by the NORAB board. We decided we should introduce this system because the Environmental Act clearly states that this is how we should be living. Therefore, I think it's our duty to make it as convenient for our customers as possible to actually fulfil what the law stipulates. The Quatro Select system clearly demonstrates that effective environmental work can be made convenient, flexible and economical.